as much as I'm honored by this award, I do want to address what's happening right now outside of the building. There are ruthless attacks that are creating fear and chaos in our communities in the name of law and order. Trump is using military forces to stop a protest. And I want y'all to consider what kind of government it appears to be when every time we exercise our democratic right to protest, the military is deployed against us. What type of government is that? People are being swept up and torn from their families, and I feel it's my responsibility as an artist to use this moment to speak up for all oppressed people, for Black people, for Latino people, for trans people, for the people in Gaza. We all deserve to live in hope and not in fear, and I hope we stand together, my brothers and my sisters, against hate, and we protest against it. Thank you, BET.
I don't know why I went through what I went through, but I know my second chance I'm not gonna turn down. I'm not gonna turn down. I have so much love to give. I told him, I said, man, bro, just give me one more crack at this. And I promise, I said, whatever reason you put this on me, I promise I'm gonna do right. And I'm gonna do right in front of y'all, because I know a lot of times, you know, when we get on, you know, we forget about where we come from. I said, no, when I did my special, it was from the Black people. Black people was the one that said, man, we got you. Not to say that white people can't pray either. I know that sounds weird, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's like you guys held me down, and I don't want to make this whole speech about that, but you can't go through something like that and not testify. A career that I could only thank God for. Hey, for real though, I'll rock your world. Any given Sunday. My name is Willie. Willie B, man. The music. She take my money. Allow me leave. Yes, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town that digs on. The rest is history.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody out in this crowd. Y'all looking good tonight. I ain't been here in a long time, but I always kept in my heart, BET always make sure that they represent the culture right and always put me in the midst of the cycle of what we represent, and that's real, true, down-to-earth music that people can feel, so I always give my heart to BET. To my folks in the building, all my LA natives out there, I see y'all in the back, that's love, yeah. God, first and foremost, my company, PG Lane, says in the crowd, we on tour right now, please come to the show. Yeah. And all that, we're gonna keep this thing going. I appreciate y'all. Love and respect to BET. Thank you, every time.
They are removing our books from libraries. They are removing our stories and our history. They are removing our names from government buildings. It's as if someone wants to erase our footprints. Because what we need to understand is that if our children don't know our history, they won't know our power. But the truth of the matter, it's impossible to erase our footprints because we left them on water. What I mean by that is, we were snatched from our homeland, brought across the ocean, and left footprints all the way to America. When they tried to silence a king named King, to keep his voice down, it still echoes through generations to generations to generations, because you cannot erase our footprints. They literally took the jewels out of the crowns in our crowns in Africa, put them in their own crowns and in their museums, trying to erase our history, but yet and still, we still rise as kings and queens. They went into Tulsa, Oklahoma, and tried to burn down Black Wall Street, but yes, we are still building businesses, making our way, building companies, becoming CEOs, because we are still building, still leaving footprints. So this is not the time to be silent. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to dig in and keep leaving footprints everywhere you go. I can tell you this. I have made more black millionaires, hear me when I say this, than any studio in this city combined, because I'm making footprints. So I don't care if you're struggling, if you're trying to make it, you're trying to build a business. If you have a dream, keep making footprints. Don't let anybody stop you. You can do it. And the last thing I'll say to you is this. Hear me when I say this. Don't let your worry be greater than your faith.
I heard this is actually my first BET award. And yes. And I mean, if you're gonna get one, might as well start with the Ultimate Icon Award. But really, it's incredible to be here alongside Kirk Franklin, Jamie Foxx, and Snoop. I love you guys, congratulations. Well, my life and career have been quite the adventure. I will spare you the long, drawn-out saga tonight. It's all in my book anyway. It took me a while, but I finally realized that life is far too short to live for anyone else's approval, which is something I always did. So, thank you so much. So I decided to own who I am. My extraness, my fabulousness, and yes, my success and my iconicness. I guess that's what they're telling me tonight, and I appreciate it. And I'm so grateful to all of you for celebrating it with me tonight. Thank you so much. I just want to encourage everyone out there to believe in yourself, love and respect yourself. Be a diva, be a boss, be anything you want to be, but be iconic while you're doing it.
I am not perfect. I fail. I sin. I'm not a perfect Christian. I'm not a perfect husband. And we all know I'm not a perfect father. I'm not even a perfect artist, because I can't even sing. Which makes this award even more amazing, because what I really do don't make sense. And if you're listening to this, that's when you know it's God, when it don't make sense. When you got that job you were least qualified for, don't make sense. You're the first in your family to break generational curses, but you're the same one the family talks about, don't make sense. When you try to explain how favor ain't fair to people that have been doing it longer than you, but you get the results quicker, don't make sense. How those that hate on you ended up only helping you, don't make sense. And lastly, those same people, look how quickly they come back around when you start to finally make sense.
And to all of my fans, the ones that's been with me since Deep Cover, and you still rocking with me today, I don't take that for granted, not one bit. You see, hip-hop, it gave me a voice. It gave me a purpose. It gave me a way out and a way in. Into homes, hearts, cultures, and countries never thought that I would even touch. Being an icon, it ain't about fame, it's about legacy. It's about what you build, what you leave behind, and who you lift up along the way. And this award, it ain't just for me, it's for the homeboys that I lost, for the next generation of artists, for everybody who's still grinding and still believing. So to every young king and queen out there that's chasing your dream, keep pushing. Be original. Be fearless. And above all, be you. Now, here's a quote from a great poet that I met once upon a time. Isn't it ironic how I became iconic off a bag of chronic and some gin and tonic? And the part that makes it all crazy is Death Row is still the label that pays, man. Peace and love.